There are moments in football when one player simply decides that the ball is not getting past him. No matter how many shots come flying in, no matter how intense the pressure becomes, he just keeps finding a way to say, "Not today." That was exactly the story in Los Angeles, where a 33-year-old goalkeeper from a small village in western Iran delivered a performance that left fans, commentators, and even his opponents stunned. When the final whistle blew, the scoreboard still showed 0. Belgium, one of the most talented teams in the tournament, had been completely shut out. So how did this happen? How did one man nearly single-handedly deny a squad packed with world-class stars? To understand the magnitude of this performance, we need to set the stage. Iran entered this Group G clash against Belgium carrying plenty of pressure. Their tournament had begun with a dramatic 2-2 draw against New Zealand, a result that left the coaching staff frustrated. The issues weren't just on the field either. Off-field distractions had created additional challenges for the squad, and we'll come back to those later because they make what happened next even more remarkable. On paper, this matchup looked completely one-sided. Belgium arrived ranked among the world's elite, boasting a roster filled with players from Europe's biggest clubs. With Kevin De Bruyne controlling the attack, Yuri Tielemans pulling the strings in midfield, and Romelu Lukaku leading the front line, many believed Belgium had the quality to dominate the group. Iran, meanwhile, were viewed as heavy underdogs. From the opening whistle, Belgium controlled possession. They moved the ball with confidence, patiently searching for openings and testing Iran's defensive structure. Yet every time they found space, every time a dangerous chance appeared, there was Alireza Beiranvand. Standing at 6'4", the Iranian goalkeeper seemed to be everywhere at once. The drama actually began just 3 minutes into the match. During a chaotic scramble inside the penalty area, Beiranvand took an accidental but heavy knee from Lukaku to the chest and neck. He immediately collapsed to the ground as medical staff rushed onto the field. For Iranian fans, it was a terrifying sight. For years earlier, a similar collision during a World Cup match against England had forced him off the field, and Iran went on to suffer a crushing defeat. As Beiranvand lay on the turf, many feared history was about to repeat itself. But this time was different. He got back to his feet. His teammates later admitted how relieved they were to see him continue. One defender summed it up perfectly. "He's a strong man. We knew he'd get back up." And he did. What followed was arguably the finest performance of his international career, producing save after save to frustrate Belgium's star-studded attack and keep Iran's World Cup hopes alive. Minutes later, Belgium captain Yuri Tielemans unleashed a powerful strike from outside the box, a shot that seemed destined to break the deadlock. Once again, however, Alireza Beiranvand was equal to the challenge, diving sharply to push the ball away from danger. The pressure never stopped. Before halftime, Tielemans and Octopus combined brilliantly, creating another dangerous opening. This time, a perfectly struck volley appeared to be heading toward the corner of the net. Yet somehow, Beiranvand was there again, standing tall and producing another outstanding save. By the break, he had already made 3 world-class stops against a Belgian side that was dominating possession and controlling almost every aspect of the game. But the moment that fans will remember for years came just after the hour mark. By then, Belgium had been reduced to 10 men following a red card that completely changed the complexion of the match. Surprisingly, though, the dismissal seemed to inspire them rather than weaken them. They began attacking with greater urgency and soon created their best opportunity of the entire afternoon. A loose ball bounced inside the penalty area and fell perfectly for a Belgian attacker standing only a few feet from an almost open net. Beiranvand was still on the ground following the previous phase of play. Under normal circumstances, that chance ends with the ball in the back of the net. Instead, something extraordinary happened. Fully stretched across the grass, Beiranvand somehow extended his left arm and got just enough of a hand on the ball to stop it inches from the goal line before gathering it safely into his grasp. For a moment, the stadium seemed frozen. Players looked around in disbelief. Fans couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. Commentators scrambled to find the right words. It was the kind of save that instantly becomes part of World Cup folklore. And remarkably, he wasn't finished yet. Late in the game, Belgium launched one final push. Another dangerous effort forced Beiranvand into action, and once again he responded with a crucial intervention. When the final whistle finally arrived, Iran had somehow preserved a famous clean sheet. The statistics only reinforced how incredible the performance truly was. 7 saves. 4 diving stops. 3 commanding claims under intense pressure. Advanced metrics suggested he prevented nearly 2 expected goals worth of Belgian chances. Unsurprisingly, he was named player of the match, and very few neutral observers questioned the decision. Even Belgium's own goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, praised his counterpart afterward, admitting that Belgium had created enough opportunities to win the game, but simply could not find a way past Iran's number 1. So, who exactly is the man who seemed to transform into an octopus under the bright lights of Los Angeles? His story is one of the most remarkable journeys in modern football. Alireza Beiranvand was born in 1992 in a small village near Karamabad, in Iran's mountainous Lorestan province. He grew up in a nomadic Kurdish family of shepherds and spent much of his childhood helping herd livestock across rugged terrain. Football wasn't initially his destiny. As a young boy, he actually played as a striker and regularly participated in a traditional stone-throwing competition known as Dal Paran. Without realizing it, those competitions were quietly developing the incredible arm strength that would one day make him one of the most unique goalkeepers in world football. At around 12 years old, Beiranvand made a life-changing decision. He left home and traveled to Tehran in pursuit of a dream that offered absolutely no guarantees. The years that followed were anything but glamorous. He slept on the streets. He worked in factories. He washed cars, often specializing in larger SUVs because of his height. He worked in a pizza shop and even spent time cleaning city streets just to survive. This wasn't a brief struggle before success. It was years of genuine hardship endured by a teenager determined to become a professional footballer. His breakthrough finally arrived in 2011, when he earned a contract with NAF Tehran. Given an opportunity at the senior level, he quickly established himself as the club's first highlight reel saves. There is a deeply human element to what Iran has accomplished so far. Following the draw against Belgium, reports indicated that several Iranian players left a handwritten message in their locker room thanking supporters for their unwavering encouragement throughout the tournament. It was a simple gesture, but one that reflected the unity and determination inside the squad. Midfielder Alireza Beiranvand later described the mood in the dressing room as one of immense pride. According to him, the players felt they had demonstrated exceptional team spirit and believed they had earned the respect of football fans around the world. Now the question becomes, what happens next? The draw with Belgium leaves Iran on 2 points from 2 matches. They currently sit in a strong position heading into the final round of Group G, with everything still to play for. Egypt lead the group, Belgium remain level on points with Iran, and New Zealand are still fighting to stay alive. That means Iran's final group stage match against Egypt could become one of the biggest games in the nation's football history. The stakes couldn't be higher. A top 2 finish would send Team Melli into the round of 32 and potentially secure the country's first ever advancement beyond the group stage of a men's FIFA World Cup. Think about that for a moment. Generations of Iranian footballers have dreamed about reaching that milestone. Many have come close. None have succeeded. Now, with just 1 match remaining, this team controls its own destiny. And a huge reason for that is a goalkeeper who refused to let Belgium score, despite every challenge placed in front of him. If Iran eventually reaches the knockout rounds, Beiranvand's performance in Los Angeles won't simply be remembered as a great goalkeeping display. It will be remembered as the moment that changed everything. But now we want to hear from you. Can Iran finish the job against Egypt and make history by reaching the knockout stage for the first time ever? Does Alireza Beiranvand's masterclass against Belgium deserve to be remembered as the greatest goalkeeping performance of this World Cup so far? And if Team Melli continues this incredible run, how far do you think they can actually go? Let us know your predictions in the comments below.